My son and I have been talking a lot about artificial intelligence. He tells me that when you construct a prompt, it's called vibing, that we live in the era of vibe coding and vibe writing. This made old Dad chuckle. The vibes writer isn't anything new. In fact, I've sat next to a vibes writer or two in my writer's workshops and wondered why this guy is floundering a trillion miles away from the planet of good stories. The reason a vibe writer struggles is oftentimes hard to put your finger on. They have great command of the texture, feeling, and description of language. A vibe writer feels like a great writer, and yet something is missing. The best explanation of that gap between skill and substance comes from the Moth's book, How to Tell a Story. Like me, the Moth story coaches really didn't understand at first why most tales of car accidents full of rich, impactful human memories and human drama were so often hollow and boring. It wasn't until one night someone got on stage and recounted an accident that left them deep within a river. There in the water, the author was faced with a choice between a dangerous escape and a deadly game of wait and see. The choice and its consequences gripped the audience, and the Moth story coaches realized that meaningful choice is inherently necessary for any good story. The reason that vibes authors oftentimes flop around in the endless void is because good stories aren't powered by good writing alone. Amazing stories emerge when real authors talked about their real choices. Great authors gift their exposed truths so others can feel. AIs are grown from predictive data, reinforced with gradient descent, and taught from RLHF to choose vibing with the users over any hard truths. They aren't going to tell you about your caked-on grit, your bad choices, your innate human ability to choose easy over right. In fact, any act of going inside yourself is an act of going away from AI's profit. So it's no surprise to me that the modern vibe prompter is left without basic insight. They somehow believe that the concept of a fake book in obscure authorship hasn't been with libraries since the first hand-copied manuscripts. They somehow believe that this new technology is exempting them from the choice they are making to steal. So this brings me to the library's meaningful choice. Starting this month, we're designating all library books as an AI-free oasis. We'll be fighting against powerful tools that are designed to trick and deceive. There will be gray areas to address and compromises to be made, and we'll inevitably lose at times. And yet, we will continue to fight for genuine human authorship and the truth that it delivers. We believe that real is better than fake, that full is better than hollow, that readers deserve the opportunity to reject vibe-vomited AI content and select real human value. Finally, we believe that everyone deserves genuinely good stories.